Totally Beverages.
And sometimes hot sauce.
That is a tasty root beer.
Coffee.
Water.
Cerveza.
Mountain Dew.
Beverages.
Beverages.
Beverages hot sauce.
Beverages.
Beverages.
Beverages hot sauce.
Welcome to Totally Beverages and Sometimes Hot Sauce, the show that was almost called K-Cups with Roro. I'm your host, Psychic Andy. You can also call me Roro. I love that. So happy to be here tonight. And next to me, my delight, my brother from another. It's so good to see you, the blue-eyed Barbadian, Jojo. Hi.
Oh, you are my delight. I'm over here. I got boosted and flu shotted today. I got Band-Aids falling off of me left and right.
Woo!
But you are my delight tonight.
Wow, you are my delight tonight. You know, it's crazy. I feel like we've had one. I mean, you've got Band-Aids falling off. You have your shots, as you're saying. We saw each other earlier today, and we were drinking Snapples, and we were flicking the bottle caps, and you hit me in the nose. So I got a Band-Aid on my nose, rude. If anyone's wondering. Take care of your health out there.
You got to watch out for those. They're killers.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all in addition to that, I almost messed up my eye doing something else. What a roller coaster. Totally different show though, right?
Truly.
Am I right? Truly.
Yeah, I mean, if not for those bottle caps, we wouldn't even brought it up.
No, but if anyone's wondering why I have a Band-Aid on my face, Jojo, Snapple caps. Tis the season. Grab your liter hosen. We're a-gozin' to Oktoberfest in a little bit here.
We are heading to München.
Oh, yeah.
That's Munich.
Yes.
I think that's how they say it.
Indeed. Should we do a little biz at the top?
Let's do some biz at the top. Let's get to it.
I have some things to share. Okay, where is this? Speaking of, how do I share? Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
Okay, we got the manifestation board. Nothing is changing, but I have a big update about this ice maker. So last week, you may recall that we had Allison Tolman on, and I was torn, right? I didn't know what to do. Elizabeth has a birthday coming up, and I know she would love some of that Sonic Nugget ice out of one of these machines, but I couldn't wrap my head around it, and I don't know. I was thrown. Where would you say I was at the end of that episode? We had an exchange with Allison about it, and where would you gauge me? Where was I?
Well, I think you were really hoping to get some R&D, a little info from Allison, who thought that she had a friend with one of these and was going to ask them about your mold issue. But you seemed pretty positive about it at the time. Yeah,
and I think I was pretty positive about it. But then I slept on it a little bit, and I clicked that Amazon link, and the price was up to I want to say $435. Not cheap. Now,
whoa.
Let me preface
Wasn't it in the 300 zone?
Yeah, when we first got wind of this particular model on the show, I think it was $350. Tops $365, lowest I would say $335. I think it was $355.
Okay, sure.
So, anyways, I'm around that time, I was I can't spend almost $500 for this. That's crazy. And so I set up one of those Amazon alerts with you ever use Camel, where it tracks prices?
I haven't used that product, no.
Anyways, you can type in your Amazon product that you're looking for. It tracks the price, and you can set an alert if it goes under this price, let me know. So this is what I do. I put in $350 as my that's the lowest I would go.
You can set your price.
I set my
not
price.
Just let me know when it drops. This is
I'm willing
to do this.
This is where I'm willing to start thinking about it. Anyways, days go by. The more I think about it, I'm sorry, Elizabeth, I'm not getting you this ice maker. I buy her a nice sweater. Okay, birthday's coming up.
Okay. Does she like sweaters?
She loves sweaters.
Okay.
And I think she'll really like this one. But then this happened today. I get an email, price drop alert from my alert that I'd set up Nugget ice maker, Qualbin, da. $255.
That's a half pricer.
Yeah. And I'm
You
like,
have
is
got
this
to get in there.
I feel like I had no choice. I click the link. I'm looking at it. It says there's only 2 left, and I'm like, and I'm like, how can I not do it? I set my price at $350, and I get this alert in time to get it for her birthday. Just squeak by for $255. I did it. So I'll keep everybody posted.
Oh my God.
This might be a return situation. I could definitely see it. I could see this unboxing and both of us looking at each other and being like, this is ridiculous. There's no reason we should have this in the house. But hey, we're going to see what happens. It's on its way. So I'm going to make birthday dreams come true, I think.
I mean, you're making my birthday dreams come true. I think this is going to be a tremendous. Are you going to try to set it up and install it, or are you going to just deliver it like in the cardboard box?
So there is my original plan was, to have it installed, have the water line hooked up and all that stuff. Not doing that. I think we're going to unbox it, see if we like the machine. You don't have to hook it up to the water. Try it out like that first. See what the draining situation is, which I think I said I'm very nervous about.
That's terrifying.
Baby steps. So, but I'll keep you posted. So big development, and it seemed like was supposed to happen.
I'm so excited. I'm going to, I think I mentioned this last week. I will move in with you.
Fair
if
enough.
Elizabeth is not interested in this.
No, she's
But
gonna
it's found
freak.
it's
She's
up-
gonna freak out. But I just want to be honest with everyone up front. I do feel like it might be something that I don't know. Well,
You
I'll
take
just
it out and
posted.
you look at this at the counter space, at that real estate it's occupying, and it might it might be a little much. I'm also curious about the noise factor.
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
does it sound like you're walking past like in the the hallway in the hotel, or more specifically, does it sound like you're walking outside the motel ice machine? Is this thing ripping throughout the day and night, crushing ice?
Crazy. Anyway, so that's that. If this is a keeper, we get to move that to the Dreams Come True board. That will be something else. Jojo.
That's the best thing of all.
The T-Bash hotline is back. We're ready for your voicemails. Hit us up at 909-295-2233. Once again, that's 909-295-2233.
Do we wish it was still 909-359-BEVs? We do, but look, time goes by, numbers lapse. 909-295-2233. Leave those voicemails. We miss them.
I think
It's not the
really
same
catchy.
reading your emails or sharing your reels online. We want the questions. If you want
we
to send
don't-
us video, we're here for that too. But
I don't know if I need
I don't really
everybody's
want it.
video.
Just
We just like the
call the
voicemails.
number.
Bring us the voicemails. Okay, other business real quick. I did want to give a quick update on our latest contest. You guys might remember. Wait, sorry, Jojo. Where'd you go?
Hello.
This beautiful painting I made. It has been updated
Oh, your signatures, just like on checks.
with Randy's high score. So,
Uh-huh.
Jojo, did Randy send his address? We'll get this in the mail to him.
He did.
Okay, great.
He
So
sent his address.
I just wanted everybody to see the final thing. As far as other contests coming down the pipeline, Jojo and I were thinking about, I think we're going to make a beat out of beverage sounds and duck sounds only. So if anyone has any ideas of sounds they want in this beat, and then we're going to have a rap contest for everybody. So you guys send us the sounds, duck sounds, beverage sounds. I'll make a beat, and then we'll have a rap contest. And Jojo and I are
sounds
still
only. We're not ripping them. Like we can make these if needed. But if you can do some field recordings of your favorite beverage and duck sounds,
voice memos.
Certainly.
Like just voice memos, and send them to what's the email address, Jojo?
totallybeverages@gmail.com.
Yeah. So just send those sounds of your ducks or beverages, and we're gonna make a beat, and then we're gonna have a contest. And Jojo, let's start dreaming up of the prize listeners. You let us know as well.
Yeah, I feel like I think I know what it would be. But yes,
Okay,
I will
wonderful.
save it. I'll save it. We'll talk about it offline.
Let's see. Next week, we've got Katrina Davis coming on the show, going to be getting silly with Cherry Coke and Company. Very excited for that.
This is our first guest photo without them drinking a beverage in the photo, but we know that this is going to be smooth sailing for Katrina.
Yeah.
No stranger to beverages.
None. And I think that's our news. I think we're ready for the main event. Let's go. I am so excited. Jojo, are you ready?
I was born ready. So ready.
Okay, here we come, Oktoberfest. Here we come. All right, tonight's special guest is a comedian, actor, and writer. They are the co-hosts of the Y'all Gay podcast, as well as the co-host of Perfectly Queer on Twitch, which I caught some of that episode today, and friend of the show, Morgan Walsh, was on there today, Jojo. So that was delightful to see. As well, just named one of the new faces at Montreal's Just for Laughs Festival and a comedian you should know by Vulture. In addition to that, they drink things, and we're going to find out if they like ducks shortly here in a second. Please welcome to the show, Maynard.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm super stoked.
We are so thrilled to have you on.
Pleasure to have you. Pleasure to have this external microphone in the works. First guest of the season to have this is a podcast
Gotta have
or a
it
Twitch
nice,
streamer. Ready to rip.
Truly. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, no, it's
It was so
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, that was such a great episode, and it's so, I mean, that hearing about Morgan was on our show for a completely different, having to do with some teas. But I know Morgan and I'm familiar with the work that she's been doing, but to hear about it on your show was like so amazing. And
Yeah, it was really cool.
I hadn't heard about it in a while, so it was like a big update for me, and I was like, holy shit, they've accomplished so much.
Yeah,
But so go check out Perfectly Queer.
Okay, yeah. Also, can you hear the fan? I can turn it off if
you're
it's...
golden.
Okay.
Yeah, stay cool. You gotta
So
stay cool
cool.
out there.
Stay cool over here. So, Ever, this is how we start most of the shows, every single one of them. We do something called the beverage profile, where we get to know you through a typical day in your life based on what kind of beverages you drink throughout the day. So we start at the moment you wake up, which is approximately what time?
6:45, 7 in the morning.
Okay, fantastic.
I almost thought you were gonna say 6:47. Like you're
Oh my
one of
God, like a
those people with
psychopath.
Yeah, like just like I have to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jojo, I could saw your anticipation too. You're like, oh, please say it. Please say it.
I don't know why. I felt that was
6:47.
coming.
Yeah.
6:47.
So what is the first beverage that is hitting your lips in the morning?
I drink the rest of my nightstand water.
Yes.
Friend of
You
the
know?
show.
Friend of the
Friend
show.
of the show.
You gotta rehydrate, and then it's coffee.
Now, we go very slow here because we like the details. What type of vessel is that nightstand water in? We talking a glass, a cup? Do you have a special water bottle?
Pint glass.
Nice.
Pint glass, and like we're talking like a this shape pint glass
Yeah.
for the
that
Classic
podcast
glass.
listeners. Just a classic.
Classic glass.
You coastered up over there or no coasters?
This
wow.
one, nightstand, no coaster.
I love it.
Table,
Danger-
coaster.
Nice.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And where's
You gotta
this
keep it
water?
loose.
Where's this water coming from? We've got to back up one step
Okay, we're
further. We're in
backing up.
memento this whole thing. Yeah.
I got one of those really long Brita water filters. Like
the
a Brita-
tank
the big tank.
with the, what do you call it? The little spigot.
Spigot. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I really enjoy it. I was getting the little pitcher, but it took too long.
Yeah.
Like to
Agreed.
fill, and then it was like out immediately. And the house that I'm renting or the unit that I'm renting in is a duplex. Once an old house. It's over 100 years old.
Yeah.
And they haven't replaced the pipes. So I do not trust the water
Yeah.
That's
in
fair.
general, but especially here.
I
Yeah,
love
don't
that.
Drink
And-
the water, as your friend Dave Matthews
Tangy.
once said. Is there the Brita pitcher? You're absolutely right. I almost feel like the proportions are off. Like it's like almost 50-50, like filter area and
Sure.
carafe part.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you
It's no
can't drink
good.
it while it's filtering.
Yes, they got to fix that.
That's a
I'm
big con.
surprised.
Now,
Like
the
just
ol-
because every college student buys
Mhm.
one once a year, like is that enough to just like not make a better product?
And it's like you got to keep the secret with these Britas. You got to also remember to keep buying the filters.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to replace. People forget.
How often
That's
are you
how they
replacing
get
that
you.
filter?
Yeah, I got the sticker. I'm up
Yeah.
to like
Oh, my
whatever
God.
it's. I use the sticker system that they provide.
Now let's
Good
call.
and you adhere to it. This is like a sticker. That's incredible.
I'm like, okay, it's been 3 months or 2 months or whatever.
Okay.
Let's call your model. You have like the bin or the trough, if you will. Now,
Trough,
I like the
yeah.
tank. I like the tank.
I
the
like the
tank's
tank.
yeah, the tank's even better. So how often do you have to fill that tank up though? And it is a little trickier to wield than the pitcher when you're filling. So what is that like?
I have a double sink, so I
Okay.
kind of balance it on the middle
Oh yeah.
aisle, the sink aisle, we'll call
Yeah.
it. Then I hold it still, and then I fill it up. And then I do it now like 2 times a day because it is so hot. It's just so hot.
So you're filling the tank up twice a day.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
You're staying hydrated. All right, let's keep
Yes.
going with the
Good.
profile.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Room
So-
temp. So this is starting out room temp, filling up
Starting
that pint
out room
glass.
temp. If I feel like it, sometimes I'll put the tank in the fridge, but I notice I don't drink enough water when I do that. 'Cause
Okay,
it's out of sight,
slowing
out of
the
mind.
consumption. Oh,
So it's
right.
just
Okay.
living on the countertop.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay,
Excellent.
so
Yeah,
what
yeah.
time is this coffee happening?
If I wake up at 7, it's at 7:05. 7.
Whoa. Okay, what's the
Before 7.
ritual? What's the ritual?
Wake up. You know, okay, you want to be wake up, use the bathroom, go make my coffee.
We didn't say
Take a minute.
bathroom talk. Just the
Yeah,
the
okay.
beverages,
I was like,
please.
is this what you want?
Come on now.
Is this what you want, you freaks? Sickos.
This is just a con to get me to talk
yeah.
about my bathroom routines.
Yeah.
647,
You guys are
647.
sick. Yeah. Okay, see why you've supplied me with liquids, bottles of liquids. No, then I am impatient. I don't let the coffee maker fill or the actual coffee carafe fill.
Okay.
I'm impatient. I go whoop, pour a little cup, go in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Slipping
whoa,
it back
whoa.
in there.
What-
It's
so
hissing
what's
on the little
happening?
hot plate. Yeah, the
Yeah,
hot
what
plate.
is it?
kind
It's
of-
going on the
Yes,
hot
it
plate?
is. Yes, it is. I used to do like AeroPress, and I used to have like a fancy French press set up.
Mhm.
And I was like, I researched best drip coffee maker,
Yeah.
and I bought like it's not even fancy, it's a Cuisinart, but it's still very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let it hiss. I don't care.
And
I'm tired. I
how
gotta wake up.
how much longer? I'm just curious, and I'm not no judgment, but a lot of judgment happening right now.
Okay.
How much longer would it take for it to finish its cycle?
I don't know.
Never
I
has.
refuse.
Never done it.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, got my cup of coffee, I go to the porch, and then when I come back, it's done. So I have a little porch area, and that's where I have my morning coffee.
Nice. And are you are you brand loyal or anything that is there a bag of beans that you like more than others or?
No, I have been going to like a little coffee shop here, and they have their own coffee called Dune.
Mm.
And that's really good, or like Civil Coffee. I really enjoy coffees from right now. I'm on a South American kick.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll be like East African coffees. Sometimes
Nice.
it'll be a blend.
Yes.
But it kind of just goes. I also really enjoy lemonade, fresh lemonade, and iced coffee.
Like side by side?
It's
Like-
like an Arnold Palmer, but with coffee.
But it's an EVER Maynard.
No.
Yeah. No,
way.
I had it first in Glendale.
The Jewel City of Glendale, my own backyard.
Yes.
Wait. Okay, what are the ratios? Is it 50-50
Half and
like
half.
Arnold?
Yeah.
So
What's
cold,
going on?
So
top?
good.
Wait, is it like a cold brew plus
Mm-hmm.
lemonade?
Yeah. But if it's like it pulls out the fruitiness in the iced coffee, like of
I
the
love
beans.
this. I
It's
fucking
really
love it.
refreshing. It sounds weird as hell, but
Yeah.
it's so good.
We've talked about them before. Now you kind of see them as sort of like coffee cocktails or something. But like, I don't know.
Oh.
I remember once having one that was like tonic water and espresso.
Oh, I've had
over
that.
ice with
Mhm.
lime on it, and that was fucking delicious. I could
Mm.
see this being really good. It just seems so. It seems like extreme.
I'm
Yeah, it's
kind of
extreme
blown
and
away.
it's too expensive.
Oh,
It's
right. It's
annoying.
probably $9
Yeah, it's annoying.
because you're getting 2 custom beverages. You got your
Mhm.
fresh squeezed lemonade. There's no
Yep.
country time action in there.
No.
Fresh squeezed lemonade, premium coffee,
Mm-hmm.
region specific, possibly single origin, not old and cold
Mm-mm.
drip coffee from the day before. This
Fresh.
is fresh cold brew.
It's LA
process,
prices.
time. You're paying for that square footage.
Time.
Okay. So yeah, all right. Wait, so you got that in Glendale? Can you shout it out? Where did you get it?
Oh my god, it's off of Glendale, and I used to go there. Not Civil. I'm gonna look this
Regent?
up. No, it's near the Creamy Spoon.
Oh yeah, I know that's okay. Oh, the Heights or no?
Highlight.
Highlight
Coffee.
Nailed it.
Highlights.
The Heights.
Rufus and Gallant. Yes.
You know, the Creamy Spoon.
The Creamy Spoon coffee adjacent place. So listeners
Yeah.
from afar, if you come to Glendale, go there.
It's. I've never been to the. Have you been to the Creamy Spoon?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
it's the name. At one time, they had a red carpet and like the velvet. What is it? Scansions? What is it called?
Stanchions?
The ropes.
The ropes, velvet
Ropes?
rope. Let's just say velvet rope. Yeah.
Yeah, velvet rope.
Okay. They had that all out in front of the Creamy Spoon ice cream place.
Yeah, it was French.
Again,
It's
only
French food.
this.
It's a French
It's not an
food
ice.
restaurant.
It's not an ice cream spot.
No, I'm sure
no
they have
milkshakes.
ice. They might have it. I've never been in, but it's
Never
French
will.
food. I never will.
Honestly,
Well, unless they have
Now I'm
beverages, I'm never going.
Never.
All right. Well, let's get back to your profile. Okay. So
Okay.
coffee happens. You're sitting out in your special
are you
spot.
dressing it up at all?
Oh yeah,
or
great
black?
question, Jojo.
It depends. Sometimes black, sometimes with a splash of almond milk, and I like Khalifa
Yeah.
because it's a little bit thicker. And sometimes half and half.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay,
All
so
right, all
take
right.
us through after post coffee, like up to lunchtime. What's happening?
Just water.
Okay.
I don't drink I don't like LaCroix. I don't. It's fine if
Fine.
somebody has it. But there's a new sparkling water that I've been buying from Trader Joe's. And they have it everywhere that starts with a G. It looks like it has a seal. I'm gonna type this in.
Please do. You
Um,
have it in your fridge right now.
No, I drank it all today.
I also have to. I mean, we're moving forward. I know, but I feel like you may be the first guest of the show who is region specific about their coffee loyalties. And even though you might move around town, but that you found something you like in South African beans. Like if you can see a choice on a menu, you're gonna grab that.
Yeah,
Tasting notes be damned. It's that
one that I want because it's what I'm vibing right now. Sometimes I'll drink Sumatra. It's a very
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all are. It's
No.
a very rich, dark coffee, but mainly that in the winter.
Okay, I
February
like this.
vibes because
Yeah.
it's heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah.
The dankness.
Mm-hmm.
Live it.
Okay, so it's Gerald Steiner,
Oh,
Girl
yes.
Steiner.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
we've seen. Yeah.
This
yeah.
feels very in the flow with tonight's
Yeah,
shootout. here.
Gerald Steiner.
Yes.
Girl Steiner. Someone's gonna be like, this moron is mispronouncing this left and right. But I recently discovered it and I like it.
Great.
I like it better than Topo Chico, which I never thought I would say.
And is
Yeah.
it? Would you
Are
say
you from
it's like?
Texas? Am I wrong about that?
I am from Texas. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
from
yeah, this
Central.
is serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious words. Yeah.
Agua
Gerolsteiner.
Mineral is great.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds like you like the more like if you like Topo Chico, you like the mineral and like you like the bubbles, right? Is this one where
Oh,
compared to
straight
Topo
bubble.
Chico, is it more bubbles, like
More bubbles,
Yeah.
crisper.
spicier?
Sometimes
if
when
you
I
will?
drink, and I don't always drink sparkling water because sometimes it makes I can't explain it. It makes my head hurt, or makes
Oh.
there's like a weird,
Mm.
just feels weird. Just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Sometimes-
listen to your body.
If it have y'all done a club mate episode yet?
Club
Oh.
mate, is that yerba mate and club soda?
It's a type of yerba mate, and it's sold in Europe. They have it at this place in Glendale. I found Gallico's World Beverages.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And they have it at a few other places. But it is, I think it's tasty. It is an acquired taste. But if you want to be awake for 24 hours and feel good and then have a disgusting crash and not have it be an illegal drug, I would highly recommend.
I'm adding it to the bev list right
getting
now.
added.
Add it. Don't do it at 9:30. You will not
Yeah.
be able to.
No, we don't fuck with caffeinated beverages.
Okay.
Now, if we're doing the nighttime show,
Yeah,
we just
absolutely
did
not.
another cold brew episode, and it was a special morning.
morning
Yeah,
episode.
it's cool as hell.
Okay, so we got the water going. We're staying super hydrated. Take us through lunch to dinner time. Is there anything happening through that window? More water?
More water, more coffee.
Yeah. How
Which
many
I
cups
think,
of coffee are you hitting?
it depends if I'm, if I'm feeling lost in a void, I'll have a lot more coffee
Yeah.
because I'm like, this is something I can do.
Oh,
This is a
yeah,
task.
this is
Yeah.
a task you can complete.
Yeah,
I
and
appreciate this.
and I'll know that this coffee will taste good and will make me feel better. It doesn't work.
Temporarily.
Yep, temporarily. And then sometimes I feel like I'll make a little matcha drink.
You're making your own matcha. You got a
Oh.
powder? Tell us
Got
about that real
board?
I
quick.
like to use a nice powder. I do buy the little cylinder. I think it's Itchy. It's like Japanese matcha. You can get it in little Tokyo. Any grocery store now, I think, has it.
Okay.
Sweet.
I don't have a whisk or anything, but I put it now in my blender.
Oh, the ultimate whisk, a robot whisk.
Yeah, robot whisk. Sometimes water with a dash of almond milk, but if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do all almond milk. Blend it up, pour it over ice, nice and airy. Ooh.
And
Love
that gives
this.
you a nice tell me about that pick me up versus the coffee pick me up. What is the difference?
It feels better.
It's like
We'll say
cleaner,
that.
right? Is it
Yeah.
like a cleaner high, if you
Yeah.
will?
Yeah, and it feels more focused, less jittery. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. I actually just restocked, so I should probably make like a big batch to make iced matcha.
And if
Ooh,
you're
love
making a
this.
big batch, how long
Yes.
does that batch last for?
I've never tried it. So I'm excited to try it.
So wait, can you make like a single serving? Is that what you're normally doing? Or
Yeah, I just
and-
pour the glass of water in the blender and I add the
Yeah.
matcha, blend it up, pour it over ice. There you go.
Bingo.
Bingo.
all right.
This
Yeah.
sounds great. This is like there used to, RIP Caldi, a coffee shop in Atwater that used to do Pirate's Chai, they called it, and it was chai spices with matcha and green tea as a
Ooh.
latte, and it was giant. They only sold it in one size, and it was huge, and it was you could like see the future.
Wait, Kaladi, is that the one? Where did it recently close?
Yeah, just closed
Okay.
like a few months ago. Very
Okay.
sad.
I was like, oh, I remember driving past that. That sucks.
Yeah, it's all right. A street with 7 coffee shops on it can't
Can't be
the center
sustainable.
cannot hold,
No.
It's all right. So if you're going maybe you're having a little caffeine pick me up in the afternoon, anything at dinner time that's striking your fancy?
Right now, I've been drinking a lot of gin martinis, dry. I like a dry vermouth.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I like it dirty olive. Sometimes clean or
Yep.
neat.
Sure.
I was going through like really nice bourbons, or just like middle grade bourbons, some whiskeys, just neat on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes if
What
I
was your
want,
favorite one you found? You think?
there's the one with the horse on it. That's from Kentucky.
Oh, Blanton's?
Blanton's.
Yeah.
I liked
Mm.
Blanton's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah,
That
one.
was
that's
okay.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also found Woodford Reserve was kind of just as good,
Yeah.
and under half the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
of
under
course.
half the
Yeah, yeah,
price.
totally.
Like this was fine.
I'm a big Four Roses guy over here.
Okay,
like the
cool.
single barrel one. It's you're paying a little premium, but nothing like Blanton's or something like that. And I love it.
Blanton's was a nice. There are 2 places in Los Angeles that have it, and I don't think the bartenders know what it is.
Oh wow! So they're not charging you
They don't know what's
Whatever.
happening.
30,
I was
40
like-
bucks or yeah.
Yeah, I
You
was
can
like,
tell
oh.
us offline the names of
Yeah.
those places. We won't blow up your spot.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't care.
No,
I'm
no,
sure the
absolutely.
listeners would be
Yeah,
excited.
no, we don't care.
Footsies.
Sure.
And I used to go there a lot, and I went there recently, and it was just mobbed by 20-year-olds, and it made me sad because I was like,
They heard about the Blantons.
They heard about the Blantons.
20-year-olds can't resist that stuff.
Oh,
It's like a pie on a
man.
windowsill.
I was like, you can't go to Zebulon anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Mhm.
obnoxious, and it's like now they've found out about Footsies, my little crusty little spot. Really great DJ nights, and then Verdugo Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Verdugo Bar's got a great selection of liquor and
Nice.
beers. And if you're ever in Highland Park, York Street Liquor off of York literally right before you get on the 110 is the coolest, like low key liquor store I've ever been to. These two, I think it's two women that own it and run it, but everybody in that store can tell you it's, like a little it looks like a little convenience store, kind of like liquor or whatever. Who gives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like corner store.
Like it's not nice. And then you go in, they have the greatest selection, even beers. Like they're always getting different things in.
Oh, amazing.
Dang.
Yeah, and they're very knowledgeable. I'll be like, "Oh, I want to have this mood tonight," and they're like, "You should get this tequila, and you should get that. This beer
Love
will pair
it.
with that." It's like, hell yeah.
That's so good. Everybody needs one of those in their life. One of my least favorite things about any specialty store of any kind, where like you sell kind of one item, whether it's like a liquor store, record store, whatever it might be, is people who get mad about those kinds of questions. Like they're mad.
That's
you
why you're there,
showed up.
dude.
You're like,
Yeah.
wasn't this your dream? That I'm going to come in here and just say, you tell me what's good.
Right?
And especially, it's like, hey, I understand if it's too open-ended, but especially if you say, I've really been enjoying Blanton's
This.
and Woodford Reserve, and so something in there, I want to spend blank. What do you have? And then they're giving you that sweet advice of like, oh, bang for your buck. You got to try this.
I love it. And they're like
Absolutely.
so good. Like, and I'll be like, "Hey, I tried this last time. I don't have that much money. What else?"
Yeah.
It's like just a little below. I love
Perfect. Beautiful. All right, York Street Liquor.
it. Mhm.
Man, Highland Park killing it. You got Galco's, which I've been to Galco's like 3 times in the last month for sodas and stuff.
And
Anyways.
neat snacks.
And
Fun snacks.
Yeah.
All right, so
Absolutely.
getting up till the bedtime, anything else in there that we need to know about before you're filling up that pint glass and putting it on your nightstand?
It's water again.
Yeah.
2 gin martinis, go in the pint glass
Water.
at night.
But then there's a tea. I think it's like
Ooh.
rose hips, Sinacha. I wish I knew the other herbs in it. Again, got it from the tea place. I live in Highland Park, so it's like easy. I can just stroll on down and get it. But it's like a nighttime tea, and it works better than any like melatonin or even like weed that I've had. And you wake up and there's no like grogginess or hangover. It's just like a natural way to fall asleep.
So what, like, about how much before you're like putting a head on a pillow are you drinking that tea?
I like 30 minutes, like while I'm
Nice.
winding down, watching TV,
Yeah.
have a little tea,
Ooh.
pretend I'm not alone.
Have a good laugh with the TV. And
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds great. I'm here for
That's
that.
a good one. Like talking to the teacup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
You
good
got-
one. Yeah. So much is night night love.
That sounds great.
Oh, that's fantastic. And then
Yeah.
water hits the nightstand. What a beverage profile. Solid.
Very.
It sounds very boring, to be honest.
No.
You
Not
don't
at all.
understand what the
Yeah.
people are here for. This is all they
Okay.
want.
Okay.
And
I
I will
mean,
say, if I'm in Texas, it's a different story. It's a lot of Big Red and Dr. Peppers.
I had a Big Red last week.
Wow,
Well,
sugary.
And last week we did Dr. Pepper shootout.
You did.
Whoa.
That was our episode with Allison Tolman. Yeah.
Wow,
Crazy.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Do you ever put
Galco's
peanuts?
had the OG Dublin's Dr. Pepper. What is it called? Formula 19.
Yeah, now it's like Dublin
1891.
Yeah, we should remember it was only
Yep.
7 days ago, but yeah.
I'll try it. Is it better? Is it good?
They were so we had that one, which was like one of the original bottling plants for Dr. Pepper that then had to change its name. We had Dr. Pepper with real sugar. We had just regular Dr. Pepper, and then we had something called Dr. Wells, I think, which
Yeah.
is like,
Okay.
kind of an imposter.
Dad's
but like
root beers entry.
Oh,
into
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
they were all delicious. Like
So good.
just
Yeah.
fantastic.
All
know
super
what shit?
different.
Diet Pepsi. I'll say it right now. I just got really aggressive.
No.
Bring
I
it.
had a Diet Pepsi. Went to go see Pavement this past weekend. That was really fun. And I was driving, so I was like, I can't have anything to drink tonight. And I went to the bar and I was like, I'll just have like a Diet Coke because it's jam band night. They're gonna go long. I need to be awake.
They got a big catalog.
Yeah, and
Celebrate it.
we were gonna have a nice time. And the bartender was like, "We've got Diet Pepsi," and I was like, "Sure. What could be the difference. Huge difference.
Mhm.
Just water. It's so gross. I'll die on that hill.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were surprised that it was so delicious. I thought they made a convert out
No,
of you.
it
No, no,
is
no,
You would
no.
never order
awful.
again. So next time,
Awful.
you've maybe turned into one of those people who now would refuse the Pepsi family of products. If
I
you
like
see,
a Pepsi.
Okay, just the diet is out.
Just the diet.
I'm gonna
What about
put this,
RC Cola?
It's been a while since we've done RC, but we've
Same.
done the Diet Pepsi versus Diet Coke versus Pepsi Zero versus Coke Zero pretty recently,
Okay.
and I want to say I have a theory of what happened to you, Ever.
Okay.
I want to say that
Okay.
the Pepsi products seem pretty good for a second, and then but then in context of like 10 sips, you're always gonna go Coke. But they
got
dupe
to.
you in the beginning. But what I think happened to you specifically that night, I think in addition to Diet Pepsi just not being that great, you had a shitty fountain version of it.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Like I think if you had a
low
can
on
of it,
syrup. You think maybe a little low on syrup? They weren't balancing that machine. Nobody
too much
was
water, like it
dipping
just
Too
under the-
much water.
it
Yeah.
just sounds off. Like what you had sounds off. Where I'm not doubting that you don't like Diet Pepsi, but I think if you had a can of it and a can of Diet Coke,
I'll give it another shot. I'll give
yeah,
it another
that's
shot.
all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
If you
But
just give PepsiCo a chance, that's all we're
I'm
asking.
trying.
That's what we're here for.
but shout out Big Red. Oof, I love a Big Red.
Have you had it with peanuts in it?
No, you put the peanuts right in there.
Yeah, and you should get a glass bottle to do that.
Cocktail peanuts or dry roasted peanuts,
Dry roasted.
and then
Just
you
a
just
little
let
bag
them
of-
get into your.
You get the snack bag, right? Like you
Yep.
get that. You get the little super dry roasted gas station bag
Yeah,
of peanuts,
and
like
then
the
you
2
put
for
it-
99 cents.
I feel like Ever's like produced like 8 months of our show for us tonight.
This has been great. We can start tonight's episode.
Yeah.
now.
All right,
Great
well,
pre-pro.
Okay.
let's get into Oktoberfest, guys. So,
Right.
Jojo, do you want to take us on this journey?
Do you
Because
mind-
you sourced these beers. I'm so excited, and we're doing this blind.
Yes.
What are we doing tonight, Jojo?
I am so glad you asked. We are drinking a sampling of Oktoberfest beers. Oktoberfest, we've covered on the show before a long, long time ago. The year was 2016.
Here
And
we
Roro-
go.
Roro and I did it alone in the
Ooh.
middle of October, thinking Oktoberfest has got to be in October, but of course it is not. No. In fact, we had a hard time finding some of those beers at that time because we were so late to the game. Because Oktoberfest in Munich, the home of Oktoberfest, is Saturday, this Saturday, the 17th of September, until October 3rd.
Whoa.
Shit.
And that is every year. That's not some COVID weird thing or whatever else. Every year it's like mid-September to early October. Something in that zone is what's going on. We didn't pull any fun pop music, and that episode's very unhinged. You don't need to go listen to it. But these are, I think, I'm pretty excited about this representation we have here. We've got a couple of Munich-based of authentic German beers. They call them Marsen beers because they start the fermentation process in March, and then they ferment all
Wow.
summer long.
When I saw Marzen, I was just curious if that was another word for beer, but you answered that. Okay.
Yeah. So we've got 4, and we all have them. We're gonna do these blind. We've
Okay.
got 2 German and 2 American ones. We've got so it's Polliner. I forget the name of the other one. It's Heckler. You know it, guys. Everybody knows it. On the American side, we've got our friends Sam Adams Oktoberfest
All right.
and also Shiner.
Okay.
Texan.
Classic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Are we gonna know? Are we playing like guess the German? So like, do you think we'll know? Is it gonna be very clear country battle here, or no? Are we gonna get duped?
Hacker Shore is the name of the other one. Are we going to get duped? I don't think so. Now Shiner is all German style, so they might have it. Sam Adams, while it's a very popular seasonal beer, I think may end up being the biggest outlier of the bunch. But
It's gonna be, like,
Otherwise, how
pumpkin
are we gonna
spiced
know?
or something.
It's it's also pumpkin spiced. Absolutely.
Have y'all had the Shiner Cheer?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I remember loving that in my 20s in Chicago, going nuts on Shiner Cheer. And then I
Yes.
tried it as an adult, and I was like, it's too sweet.
I remember thinking
That makes a lot
about,
of
like,
sense.
I used to drink like Newcastle and Bass and all this stuff that is like it's like syrup now. It is more
Yeah.
like soda at this point.
Yeah.
It's really tough to get through some of them. And so these should all be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
The Oktoberfest, we can start one.
Okay, great.
Ever we can pull just the bottles. The can is a wild card for the end.
Is that a bonus Jonas?
It's a bonus Jonas.
Are we doing A or does it matter?
We'll pull them out. I don't think
Oh, I love this, JoJo. Great job on the blind wrapping. I'm here for this.
thank you so much. So Ever, you can pick where we start.
Pick a
do you
letter.
wanna pick a letter.
Oh, we got so many letters.
Yeah, this is partly to confuse ourselves. We don't go A, B, C, D because
Okay.
it doesn't work for us. So yeah, you can pick a place to begin.
And JoJo, one more time. We got Sam Adams, Shiner, and what are the two German ones?
Polliner and Hacker Shore.
Okay.
Oh, how could I forget? The one other connection I will say between this episode and the last one, besides the fact that, well, only that episode started with a freestyle rap, is that this one also includes our winner from last
No
time.
shit. Okay. Are you going to tell us what that was now, or should we wait? Let's wait.
Let's wait. I think let's wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do R.
R. Love it.
Great. Okay. And so I will say this too before we pop tops. Be careful because I don't know if there will be clues under the bottle cap. So try
Okay,
to
so we
hide
won't
those
look
if
at the
you
bottle
can.
caps. Yeah. Get the bottle caps out of sight after you pop, everybody. Fair enough.
I did.
Oh, nice
Bring some
tape
souvenirs.
job, JoJo.
Thank you. This
What is wrong with me?
a little Stein bottle opener that doesn't work very well that I got in Germany 10 years ago.
Okay, hang on, guys.
All good. You take your time. Oh, it smells. This smells like Oktoberfest.
This smells like
this
autumn.
does smell. This smells like a. This smells like a fun day at the beer garden. It really does.
I think, and so all these should have pretty similar characteristics. I think they're slightly boozier than your standard like Pilsners. They're a little darker, a little maltier, so like they will taste a little bit sweeter, but they all should be kind of pretty straightforward and
All
beer-like.
right. Can we take a rip?
Okay.
Let's take a rip.
Ooh, it's thick. The viscosity is a little thicker than I
Yeah.
would have
Oh.
expected.
Okay.
It's there's a weird herbal or nuttier
Yeah.
aftertaste.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And it's not as carbonated as I would have expected. Does that resonate with you guys?
Mhm.
Almost
what you mean.
almost like malty, like a Guinness. You know how that can be?
Mm.
Maybe like a third or fourth cousin of a
Yes. This
milky.
yeah.
Milky. Caramelly.
Yeah.
Because
This
it
is
is sort
not-
of thick.
This is not what I have in my mind as an Oktoberfest beer. I'm going to
I
be
agree.
very surprised if all of them are like this,
Same.
and I just am totally wrong.
The smell reminds me of a dive bar.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Like
all
walking-
of these
like-
might smell a little bit like a dive bar.
Okay.
Like when I say this reminds me of a fun day at a beer garden, it like reminds me of like walking into the bar on the way to the bathroom, whatever that smell is.
Yes.
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 That's what
It's
this beer is
thick.
giving.
This is what's making the floor sticky.
Mhm.
It's not quite bathroom smell, but it's on your way to the bathroom.
You're very close. Someone sloshed a few of these.
Yeah.
I like this though. This has, for being that thick, darker beer, which I don't usually go for. I
Same.
I prefer a more refreshing joint on an Oktoberfest day. But I'm not mad at this. And I don't know why it feels like a fun drunk. I don't know why I can even guess that from 3 sips. But I think this is a fun drunk. I don't know.
I want that for you.
Okay, what's up next?
Let's do J.
All right.
Do it.
This is so fun.
All right, let's see here. Don't peek at those caps again,
no
y'all.
cat peekers.
Um,
I'm doing a little palate cleanse.
I
Oh, this smells entirely different.
cooked my friend a steak. I have one of my very best friends is staying with me, so I cooked a really nice. Already, I like the smell. A really nice kind of steak dinner, and it was so tempting to just be like, "What? Just have a beer. Just try one of those beers. It's one beer.
Just have one. I had to write it on the bag.
Huh. Wait, I got to smell R and then smell
This one, am I wrong? This smells a tiny bit like weed, but not in an IPA
I
way.
totally know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's weird. I'm taking some smells and I'm not getting much of it at all.
Going back and smelling R is a.
Milky R. It's a rough
Different
go.
I'm gonna hit this.
Okay. Here we go, Jay.
I like Jay. I like the crisp.
Oh,
They're cousins, though. They are cousins.
They're cousins. It's
Um,
lighter.
There's still that milkiness, though, or something.
Mhm.
There's still it's not quite as thick viscosity as the other one, but it's still. What's the word for it? It must be a characteristic of these.
I mean, I think it. I'm going back to caramelly. I think it's a malt, not like malt liquor. It is malt in the mash. I think that makes it different. That makes it different from a pilsner.
I could definitely have a very, what are they? The big glasses. What are they called?
Yeah, the big Steins.
Stein.
I forgot.
God.
I got scammed into buying one of these at Golden Road
beautiful.
Brewery the other day because it was $5. Because I think they already did their Oktoberfest thing. But it's a big Oktoberfest.
Was it refiller? Like you
Refiller.
get points?
I thought so. And I asked them to refill it, and they're like, "Oh, do you want another Stein?" I was like, "No, I just want you to put the beer back in this one." They gave it to me in a regular ass pint glass.
No.
And I'll tell you what else. I'm not 100% sure this is a true pint glass, but it looks great and it's heavy in the hand. And at some
nice.
point, I'm gonna dump one of these in. The winner's gonna go in. I think.
Love it.
I'm getting burpy.
Yep.
No, boy.
Yep.
This one tastes like a classic fucking beer. Does
Yeah.
it not? This is
I
like
know,
this is like thieving this from your uncle.
Yes, I'm thinking like I would say a Sunday.
A Sunday beer?
I think that's a Sunday beer.
I like this for you.
But this almost feels like a. Okay, is this really crazy? Is this adjacent to like a blue moon? Am I totally
a
off
Blue
base?
Moon.
There's something.
I've forgotten about Blue Moon.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
something I can't put I can't put my finger on it, but these are not. Why are these not as light and pilsnery as I thought they would be? I'm confused.
You don't find this one light, Jay? I'm feeling pretty like. It feels pretty
No.
crisp to me.
I don't know what's wrong with me. We'll come back. We're gonna circle back.
Anything else on that one ever that you wanted to?
I had a crisp note at the beginning.
I did too.
You did okay.
I could see the milky. I see all where you're getting the milky, but initially, oh my god, crisp, burping.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
shall we go to A?
Yeah.
Sure. Pretty wild thing. Oktoberfest beer is apparently a trademark of the Munich Brewers Club, which consists of only 6 breweries: Augustiner Brau, Hocker Shore Brau, present tonight, Lowenbrau, Polliner, present, Spottenbrau, and Hofbrau Munchen.
I remember we did Lowenbrau the last time, I feel like.
That sounds right.
Wait, so are they the only beers that in the official Oktoberfest over there that can provide for the festival?
That is right. That is
Nice.
exactly
That's
correct.
awesome.
They brew beer for the actual Oktoberfest Bavarian thing when people are guzzling these by the giant stein full.
There
one's-
is. Oh, go ahead.
No, you please.
No, it's just a story about Texas.
Oh, I love Texas.
Yeah.
So, like in the 1800s, there's a large Czech and German immigration to Texas.
Yes.
And where I grew up, most of the coast is German or Czech, and Central Texas is a lot of German and Czech. There's SBJST. It's kind of like the Masonic Lodge of Czechs. I'm Czech German, and part of this was learning Czechoslovakian. But a lot of the towns where I grew up in very rural Texas. My grandmother grew up in, and my mother grew up in Westphalia. It's spelled Westphalia, but it's pronounced Westphalia. It's like a bunch of old Germans. German was my grandmother's first language, but there's a town outside of Austin called Wahlberg. Wahlberg. And they have
Wahlberg.
a huge beer garden, massive German beer garden. And it was like you would sit family style with strangers.
Yes.
And they would just have this great German music and incredible. Like, it wasn't like it's an LA beer garden. It was like a legit beer garden. And then you went and you just like helped yourself on this like German buffet. That was like these beers are taking me to that as like a kid, sneaking sips from my mom or my dad's glass as they drank or they danced.
It's beautiful. I should have put a big pretzel in the bag.
Oh, wouldn't that
for
be
you.
great?
There was
That would have been great.
Sauerkraut, a lot of sauerkraut.
Sure, there's a scoop of sauerkraut at the bottom.
I didn't have cold sauerkraut till I moved to Los Angeles. I thought it was always hot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's
Oh.
often hot, right? Because you're usually cooking, say, sausages or whatever in it, serving it. So good. We spent like 10 days in Bavaria, really, like Austria and Germany. And yeah, those beer gardens and everything were so fucking fun. And even there, it was like, they looked like an outdoor school cafeteria, a lot of them. It was just like picnic tables and like you'd buy drink tickets and you just go and say you want the light beer or the dark beer. Or what do they call it when they put like lemonade in it? Speaking of, anyway, I'll remember it. But anyway, you could get one of those, and they would give you the giant stein of it, and then there'd be people who'd come around with a little barrel of schnapps, like their human Saint Bernards, and for like €5, they'd give you a little thing of some like local schnapps. It's fucking dynamite. I did throw up at the airport on the way home on the last day, but otherwise stayed pretty steady. That was a good time.
Nice.
That's fantastic. All right, what do we think of
what
A,
are we doing?
guys?
I didn't even sip.
Hey, I'm getting a bathroom smell again. I'm getting.
So I was gonna say I didn't want to say it till you guys had a sip because I don't want to influence too much. But my first smell, I thought piss. I don't know. That was the.
Okay, maybe the piss smell. These might be the. What if these are the authentic Oktoberfest beers? Because we're not used to them with our palate.
Maybe
that's interesting.
Or they could just be shit American beers.
Are you thinking that this one already is a closer kin to R? Is that what you're kind of putting out there, Ever? Potentially, the first one that we sipped on.
Yeah, I think this is closer to R.
Interesting. Oh shit!
I don't
over the top there.
So, Ever, at the end of this, we'll each rate our favorite to least favorite.
I feel like A is a little bit heavier than R.
More boozy too, I think.
Yeah,
I think the piss thing's interesting because I do feel I'll say
you're just out here drinking piss.
We just drinking piss.
Total
German
beverages.
purity laws at their
Sometimes
finest. I feel like it's got to be. I mean, it's astringent, right? It's got a little of that in it, but I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of into this one.
Excuse me. That's nice.
Let me say this, and granted, all these comments get harder and harder the deeper we go on these, especially when we're dealing with booze.
Yeah.
But remember how I was saying that R seemed like a happy drunk to me?
Uh-huh.
And we're not going to be able to figure any of this out, so this is kind of pointless. But this doesn't seem like a happy drunk to me. A seems like you're waking up the next morning not feeling good, having some serious social anxiety. Like
you've had some cigarettes.
Yeah. Like it just feels like the night goes the night goes wrong with this one. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you think I'll just have one or two.
And this is one of those like. I even my first sip, I was like, oh, I think I like this, but I think it tricks you.
Me.
You know, I think this one is cunning. This is the ring of power here. This is like it's going to try to sneak its way into your life, and it might not be for the best.
And the booziness of this one, I especially feel it on the aftertaste, which I don't know what that is. It's almost like an IPA bite in the back. Does that make sense? Like there's something about the end of this one. It just has bite.
Yes. Can I give a little more Oktoberfest beer info?
I'd be bummed if you didn't.
Okay. So the reason why these will all end up tasting pretty similar to each other is, is especially in Germany, they're all made with they have a beer purity law. I think Germany needs to cool it with purity laws and probably just call it anything else. But the Reinheitsgebot, it does limit the ingredients they can include in the beer. So it can only have, I want to say a Pilsner, it's only say, it's like barley, yeast, and water or something. And this is barley, hops, yeast, and water. And then it has what's called a Munich malt, which is a sweeter kind of malt than you'd use in other beers, and it makes it darker. So it does make it kind of sweeter up front, but still is pretty crisp on the back end because it's not that much heavier duty than like a normal lager or even a Pilsner, where it's still like, but because you've got the hops in there, I think that gives it a little bit of that bite. And the malt gives it a little sweet, and so it's just probably then that balance in there. But that's all they can put in.
Are you suggesting too then that like the ABV is like in the like 5 to 6 range, like
That's
similar to like a Budweiser or something like that?
Yeah, it tops out. It's like 5.5, 6, I guess they say, because where like those ones might be like 4.5 to 5. It's like a percentage point more maybe.
Yeah. All right, I'm intrigued.
Hey.
Let's go B.
Brow. Isn't that beer in Germany? Brow.
Brow.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is an outlier, at least on the nose for me. Not for you guys?
I'm getting soap.
Oh.
Yeah, soap or
I'm gonna dig in.
an
I know it's
herby, like a herb, like
You gotta get a good smell.
like sage or some sort of
Oh.
like thistle. Does thistle have a
it's the
smell?
thistle smell.
Sting in the throat. It stings in the throat.
Does it?
I like
Does it?
that.
All right, I
For
gotta
me,
take a
it
rip.
does.
Whoa, this is very different.
I
This
like
gotta
this
be
one.
hops. This
This
gotta
is
be
my
hops,
favorite.
right?
I'm calling it. This one is my freaky little favorite.
Okay.
My lips just went numb with this one a little bit.
You might have
It
a
feels
hops
bright.
allergy.
Bright?
I got bright for me.
Bright.
But okay,
Hit
Right.
us one more. Hit us with one more adjective. I feel like you
Okay,
had.
here we go.
We might end up rapping before the night's over. Who could say?
It's a lighter mouthfeel. It's hitting on the front middle part of my tongue.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
What section is that?
To me, does this resonate? There's something
Sorry, like
there's
touch
something
my tongue.
like a wreath about this, like pine or something. There's something Christmassy about this one to me.
Okay.
Not in a cinnamon incensey way, in like a pine wreath.
Yeah. Snow on a
I'm
pine.
gonna have a little bit of water so I can retest. Also, if y'all ever get your hands on some Lone Star and somebody wants to do, have y'all tried Lone Star?
I love it. I
I love Lone Star. People love it or hate it, but it's a pretty great, like if you're like, oh, I can only, it's like the PBR of the South.
Yes.
I would love
Andy.
to do a Lone Star PBR off.
Andy, this
Ooh.
goes into, we talked once about doing the regional cheap beers.
Oh, you
And
got Lone Star.
has to be present. You could
Yeah.
do
PBR.
Narragansett from Rhode Island, PBR,
Olympia
Rainier,
from Washington.
Olympia. I mean,
Oh, and
Pacific Northwest
Olympia.
has so
Yeah.
many.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You,
Oh, I love
and
that.
I think you would throw in something like Tecate or something. There would be an entrant of that nature. I don't know if there's a smaller scale version. Anyway, we'll do that. That could be a fun party one because you could probably only get it by like the case if you're going to get it from out of state. And so
Yeah.
you could that could be a rager.
Okay, B is growing on me. That's the most recent one
All
we've
right.
had. It is different though. It feels like the outlier to me.
Interesting.
I'm gonna be so embarrassed if it's Paul Adams. I'm gonna be so.
It's
or
your
John.
boy, Sammy.
Sam-
Wait,
Sam
is it
Adams.
Sammy?
Paul
John or
Adams.
Paul?
Paul,
Like, Paul Adams.
John, Ringo
Jean-Paul.
Adams.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? If it is Sammy, fuck yeah. You know?
That's
Wow.
true.
Wow.
Beating the Germans at their own game.
I've gotten really big into what Kirin and Ichiban.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love those. I love those Japanese beers are so chill.
Lighter to me. Let's circle
Yeah.
back to R, guys. Let's go B back to R.
That's what I just did.
It's so weird when you start circling back on these after we've had some of them all.
Now R fits in so much better with these than it
Yeah.
did at the start.
Yeah,
At
it
the
does.
top, I was like, this isn't
Full
gonna do it.
circle.
There's no
Yeah.
player in here that's like, I'm kicking off the team completely.
right.
Like
Right.
where I feel like a lot of times Ever will do these blind shootouts and someone just falls on their face. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
an entrant that's just like, ugh. But these are solid.
Hey, off the top rope just came the mystery can.
Okay.
Careful not to rip off the label when you're pulling it out of your 6-pack.
Okay.
Okay, we got a silver. It's definitely silver. So I'm
It's
trying
silver.
to think.
Nice. Did everybody get the? Is this like very thick construction paper, Josh? I like it.
I mean, I might accidentally put two pieces on there.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Smelling the can here, so that's maybe
Smells of
throwing me
can.
off.
I smell
Yeah.
hops. I smell hops on this one. Piney
This,
berry.
I'm guessing this is going to feel much lighter, or taste much lighter, I should say.
Right now, I can only smell the construction paper. I know that sounds weird, but
This is weird.
almost very fruity.
Yeah, something fruity,
Very.
but not in
Tastes
a
like tea to
sweet
me.
way, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what,
What
this
is
tastes
that?
like? This
What is
tastes like when I was a kid, we used to get they were like generic some kind of they're not Fruit Loops and they're not Apple Jacks, but they were in a bag and they were
Yeah.
orange. The whole bag was orange.
Whoa.
They were not it was not a good cereal. And it was only vaguely sweet like this is. It was a really disappointing thing. And this tastes like that.
I think you
But
have
as
to
a
be.
drink, it's better.
I think you have to be careful breathing in when you take this because the construction paper really does fly in on you.
Yeah.
It's almost
It's
like
wild.
it's really funny.
Wow.
To me, there's like a
Crazy
like a
construction paper stank.
grapefruit
Yeah.
iced tea vibe to it.
Ooh. Could be the Snapple on your nose.
It's a Twisted Tea. This whole thing has been
Tea.
sponsored by Twisted Tea.
Thanks to our sponsor, Twisted Tea,
Twisted
for coming
Tea.
out. All right. Well, that's the outlier.
Okay.
Okay, I got to circle back to J and A real quick before we start making, predictions or. Oh, we definitely need to guess by country, and then I guess, and obviously we need to single out our boy Sammy.
Why are we singling out Sam?
Because he owes us money.
Sam,
Sam, you owe
Sam.
us money.
you got to pay us. I sent you that Venmo request, Sam.
I have a Venmo request that popped up, and it was like, "Do you want to cancel this?" And it was requesting somebody to pay me back $100. And I
Wait,
guess I never got it. I'm
I have
about to bring up some shit from 2020.
I have one of those that is from somebody's like bachelor party that they owe. That was like one of those things where you all split the thing at the end of the
No.
weekend.
No.
And somebody owes me $90 from a thing a year ago. Like the wedding has already happened. It's pretty fucked up, and you can't keep pinging them or anything about it. It doesn't even do it automatically. It's just chilling in this person's Venmo. 2 people at this same bachelor party. One person straight up just declined.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very intense, and it's one of those things where I'm just like,
Monsters.
am I really gonna push this thing? But it's not beverage related, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is going to be really hard for me to rate these, I think.
Yeah,
I need to circle-
yeah. I am surprised. I don't know if I've ever had this before on the show where they're really homogenizing for me. Everything is
That's-
starting to taste similar.
Can I tell you guys something though?
Okay.
I know who Sammy is.
Oh, you figured it out?
I just think I know it. I think I know it.
You're like, it's the outlier.
Are we considering B the outlier, sort of? Is that the one?
No, I mean the can is officially the outlier.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to-
yeah.
You don't
Sorry,
have to
sorry.
guess what it is. We'll just reveal it.
What was
we can
the-
we could look at it now if you want.
What was the last bottle we drank, though? I think it was B, right? Yeah.
Ooh. But there
B
is a
was
difference
our
between
last.
A and B.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, wow. This is... Okay.
Okay.
So everybody start getting your bearings of what your top to bottom are.
Okay.
Jeez. This is tough.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Fuck.
I got mine. I know what's up. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. This is... Okay, I'm ready, too. Ever,
You know-
are you ready?
I'm ready. I thought I had a favorite, then I retried J. After sipping
This
on
is my
all of these in
problem.
a circle, I'm like, oh, J.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Is
I didn't
J
think
your
I was gonna
fave?
like. I mean, before it was B. I thought B was gonna be my favorite. I think it's J.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right. Hold on. Ever kicking it off with J. All right, go down the line. Then what's second?
B.
Okay.
Let me try this.
Shit. I'm getting buzzed and I can't taste the difference between these.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
A
Okay.
and R.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to go... Jojo, I'm having you go last because I feel like you
Yes,
you
I
might
think
just
that's a
have
good
an
idea.
inkling of what some
Yep,
of
yep,
these
yep.
are. I'm going to go R, which was the first one we drank, the Happy Drunk. I don't know why. It shined for me. Number 1 spot. Number 2 spot, I'm going B with Ever. Then I'm going to go J and then A, I think.
Ooh la la.
Well, we're all over the map.
Yeah, this
these
is
are-
exciting. This is really exciting.
These are really tight, and I'm trying not to overthink what they are. I'm gonna just say and I'm sort of ranking them based on, since this is like a kind of like an Olympic event, you know, like there's super strict rules for how to make this thing to be called this or whatever. So I'm gonna go. I feel like B is my favorite,
Okay.
then A.
Okay. Wow, we
Then-
really are all over the mark.
These
map,
ones
I should
really
say.
could have flipped for me. J in 3,
Okay.
and then R last, just because it's that one is a bit of an outlier in the bunch, for me. But they're all good. I'm, as you
they're
said,
great beers.
super into these. I'm excited that I have the rest of all of them
Happy Oktoberfest,
here.
bud.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
drink them.
All right, so let's do this
I'm gonna
now.
make my friend a steak.
I don't think we need to. I mean, we could guess all of them, but I feel like I almost feel like it's like let's guess which one's Sam Adams, and then right? Is that the move,
Sure.
or should we guess what all of them are?
I haven't
And-
had a Sam Adams in years.
So
So, I
honestly,
don't know.
same. And I'm from Massachusetts. It's one of those weird things that like I feel I know which one it is without.
Okay.
Okay, you
I
know
don't.
what?
I
So
have
okay,
no
say.
idea.
so this will just be for Ever and I. Let's go. Or how about this? Ever, do you have any idea if you were to guess what J is? you wanna
Absolutely
guess?
not. I have no idea what any of these are. I'm a bit embarrassed.
Okay, so let's just guess who Sammy is in the bunch then. Of the how you rated it, you went top J, then B, then A, then R. Which one's Sammy?
R. No. R.
Okay. I'm going Sammy is B.
Oh shit.
That's my guess. And I think we can just leave it at that, Jojo, as far as guessing. What do you think, Jojo? Because I think the
Okay,
other ones,
yeah, I
like, we
won't
just
guess
have
'cause
no
I-
idea.
That's one
right?
I for sure know.
Okay,
Yeah,
that-
and the other ones.
for-
Oh,
I feel
as
like
far
I'm
as
way off. I feel like I'm way off.
Can we reveal in Ever's order, Josh? So starting with J.
Okay, J as the number one.
Yeah.
Number one is my favorite is Sam Adams. Are we allowed to take this off yet or no?
Wait, I'll tell you. J. I'll tell you what J is Polliner.
Oh,
okay.
that's
nice.
so nice.
All right. What was your second place?
B, which, by the way, that's my Sam Adams pick. I'd put it out there.
That one is Hacker Shore.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Another
Okay,
one of the
hold on. Let's pause for 1 second. Are both of these the top two spots for Ever, the German ones?
That's right.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
These are both German ones.
These are keeping it real.
In those smaller bottles. That's why I tried to keep my mouth shut, because I at least did know that the taller bottles
Oh
were
my
the
God.
American ones.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm so
Duh.
glad that didn't even come across your plates. This is great.
We were not
All
even
right.
paying
Okay.
attention.
What's and what's next?
A.
Shiner.
Oh,
Because R is Sam Adams.
Ever!
You got it
You
right.
crushed it!
whoa.
Wow.
Can I
Wow.
can I further reveal? Can I keep the reveals coming?
Please.
That J, the Polliner,
Yeah.
is the first ever Oktoberfest beer. They claim the original Oktoberfest beer on planet Earth. That was also the winner of our Oktoberfest shootout 6 years ago.
Oh, no shit.
yes.
Wow.
Love that.
So that was the only re-entrant into this contest. So pretty
Pretty
fucking
cool.
awesome.
And I gotta say also, like, they're all pretty close, but Ever, you just killed it. Yeah.
The Sam Adams I could taste. I could have done that in a glass. Like
No
it is-
shit.
All their beers, they have like a signature flavor profile they try to throw on.
Interesting.
You know, they have like this kind of heavy caramel thing that goes on in there that really, and I wasn't even saying that to try to lead anybody. But when I'm saying it now, it's like, oh, that's their bag.
Nice.
So
And
would
what's our
anyone like to
outlier
reveal
friend?
the can? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Can we
Open it up.
rip it off?
You can rip that off.
Twisted Teas.
Hey.
Nice. Oh, Athletic.
Oh,
Brewing.
Athletic Brewing Company.
What? Non-alcoholic.
It's an NA Oktoberfest. Had to grab it.
Whoa.
Honestly, like I have a lot of sober friends that love non-alcoholic beer. I can't wait to.
You can share that one. It is weird.
Yeah.
It's strange I wanted to try that because we've been doing that a lot lately with sodas. We had a lot of like diet with the full sugar stuff. To put an NA, we recently did a non-alcoholic IPA shootout.
Oh.
And so, but we talked about how like, oh, there's a shit ton of non-alcoholic beers out there anyway, but putting it up against, it is a little bit like putting a veggie burger up against like a beef patty. It's tough. You can't,
rough.
there's too much, but this is interesting. And I would be curious. I think this goes down pretty easy. It really did taste like tea, but it kind of has some of the stuff going on.
Twisted
I think it's
Tea.
hard
Thank you
to
so
hit.
much to our sponsors tonight, Twisted Tea,
Appreciate
reminding you
you.
to stay twisted and,
And drive.
drink responsibly.
Nailed it. Oh man.
Burpee.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's rough. It's 10 p.m. We're burping. We're burping so much.
All right, so Ever, our next
we
we have
Okay.
one more segment of the show.
Right.
And that segment of the show is called
Brian's question.
So when we first dreamt up this show, my brother-in-law Brian sent us 100 questions. We answered all those.
Oh, cool.
And then when we rebooted on Twitch, he sent another 100. So we're going to have you read this question.
Oh, incredible.
And we'll see if you have any thoughts on this. We'll see if we can answer his question.
We have not
Okay.
pre-screened these. This is just the order they flow in. This is question 24.
Question 24, Brian's question. What drink do you have on vacation in the winter?
Oh, lovely.
Riddle me this. You could have saved her. I gave you all the clues.
Oh, he's killed people.
You know what I've been jamming on?
Mm.
Hot toddies.
Hot toddy.
Okay, wait. How do you make a hot
Drink 'em
toddy?
MC.
What's a hot toddy recipe?
I mean, for me, it's like a nice lemon tea. If I'm feeling spicy, I'll do herbal.
Okay.
A lot of lemon.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just I don't like to just do hot water and bourbon and lemon, or hot water, whiskey and lemon, but it's good.
Hot water, whiskey, and lemon. Is that the classic? But
It's
and you're
medicinal.
adding the tea. You're adding the tea, herbal tea. Are you adding your sleepy time tea? Tell us what.
Oh, I haven't tried the sleepy. That's brand new. I mean, I was just thinking I ordered a hot toddy at a cocktail bar. I didn't give a fuck. I was like,
ordered a hot toddy
toddy
at the
at a
cocktail bar.
bar. Sorry, I don't know if we're allowed to swear. Apologies.
We know you are.
Okay, it was like I was getting chilly. I said I want a hot toddy, and they looked at me like I was wild, and I was like, put it like this. Or really, honestly, the winter is when I go back to like bourbons and whiskeys. I will say I made a joke about White Russians.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I discovered those in Chicago, just milk and vodka.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, am I wrong? Do y'all remember like having a chocolate martini
of course,
and then like drizzled around the glass?
Yes.
Am I?
You're
making this up?
at a like a place. You're at Rock Bottom or at like a TGI Fridays or
Yes.
the 99.
Yes.
Name your regional bar and grill
Mm-hmm.
on that menu.
But yeah, I think right now it's gonna be a nice. I love a good old fashioned.
That's my fave.
Mhm.
Winter. Oh, snow coming down. Old fashioned doesn't get better.
Yeah,
But you guys, I've never had a hot toddy, so I really want to try one. I've never,
it's nice.
and it's
Coats
nice
the
and
throat.
warm.
You can have some honey too.
Fuck yeah.
Hot toddy,
Toddy.
drink it and see. It's made of whiskey and some hot tea. Add a lemon and that's I'm gonna leave it there. But
Nice.
this is those are great choices. On vacation in the winter is a critical piece of this puzzle to me, because I was gonna say eggnog is the first thing that comes to mind. It's
Shit.
exclusively seasonal,
Shit.
Nah.
Oh man.
but I'm not gonna make that on
Oh,
vacation.
Man.
You're gonna order that on vacation.
You're gonna order that on
Yeah.
vacation.
Order it.
You're gonna no.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
You're
My
on
dad-
vacation.
Ordered
It's
eggnog
the
in your life.
holidays.
You're at like a winter. You're at some ski lodge.
Okay.
Wintertime around Christmas. I'll have an eggnog, please,
What's the thing with like hot? It's not apple juice. Apple cider.
with some rum in it. Ooh, yeah, love it.
Yeah, you get a spiked hot apple cider, dynamite.
Yep.
Also, spike your hot chocolate.
With what?
You can go a couple ways with this. You can do a little peppermint schnapps.
Oh yeah, that's the move.
You could do
Yeah.
some Baileys,
That's
Oh my
also
God.
the move.
some Kahlua,
Everclear, maybe.
Everclear.
151.
151, you light the top on fire.
In Chicago, I thought it was cool that I could drink 151. I would go to this bar called Carol's, which was a country western dive bar. Excuse me. I'm not gonna be able
How
to sleep.
dare
I'm gonna have
you.
to take so many Tums.
Oh, no.
And they had 151. I just found out about that, and I was like 21, 22. And I would order Long Island iced teas with 151.
Oh my God, they let you call that?
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
It's a 5 a.m. bar, and they had the same country western band called the Diamondbacks. But I stopped one day, so we went in early, my friends and I ordered that. And the gnarliest looking woman I've ever seen in my life went, cheers, that's my drink. She was like wasted, and I was like, I can't have this anymore.
Yeah,
This
you
is
saw
not
the
a-
future, and it was like,
It was grim. It was bleak.
yeah.
That is dark.
Well, there's something about the Long
That is the
Island
ghost
iced
of
tea
Christmas future.
in general. Like there is a age cutoff for Long Island iced teas. Like the idea of me, like it would be really funny to go out with, like, let's say you're going out with like a couple friends or something that like you've never gone out to dinner with or something, or maybe like kids' parents or something. Like if I ordered a Long Island iced tea,
Arrested.
kind of a clutch move, but like yeah,
I would-
exactly, arrested.
I would call the cops.
Yeah,
Arrest this man.
I feel like it's kind of like living in Boston. You either do it when you're young or you do it when you're old, right? Like that's kind of it. You don't really want to spend all due respect to any Boston listeners out there, but it's kind of it's more for those age brackets. I feel like the Long Island iced tea occupies that kind of golf whatever they call like the 19th hole or whatever type of thing, or whatever's path was. And I think you played it right. I think you hung up your spurs when you had to, and that's important. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add one other drink to this vacation in winter. A Manhattan. To me,
Manhattan.
to me, that's like the wintertime martini. Though I love a martini also.
Great.
But a Manhattan, tougher to drink in the summertime.
Yeah.
I'll do
maybe.
it. I'll fucking
Yeah.
do it. Absolutely. But I feel like for me, it is like the cherry, all that stuff. I don't know. It just feels the bourbon.
Man.
It's all happening. I want
I'm
one.
trying to go through my Rolodex, but you guys are bringing back Bailey's.
If I can
A
add
good
one,
eggnog. Whew.
if I can add one more, I would probably say a twisted tea. Put that in the microphone Put that in the microwave. Metal
I
can.
love a twisted tea in the winter.
Nuke it for 2 minutes. Primo.
Well, what I've been
Primo.
doing with my twisted teas in the winter is I put it in a crock pot, low simmer, kind of like you do with your spiced apple cider. And what I love about twisted teas is that as it gets hotter and hotter, the smell really it blossoms. I'm going to just say that it blossoms in that crock pot.
Can I tell you something else?
Yeah.
Twisted teas.
Ever, if you make it in the crock pot, you know how you can use those like kind of plastic bag liners you can get for your crock pot for easy
For
cleanup?
my turkey.
So you make it in there, the twisted tea, and then whatever you don't drink that night, you just take that bag, put it
You're
in like an
kidding
old
me.
Franzia box, you know what I mean?
I
And then
have
put it
2
in the
of those.
fridge, and it's just as good cold the next day.
I got good news for you all. Twisted is now making their own line of crockpot liners and
Wow.
empty wine boxes. Yeah, they are now supplying that. You head over to twistedtea.com, use promo code TBASHLIVE. They will hook you up.
And that's now I'm a first time orderer on twistedteas.com.
First time orders are going to get an extra 15% off.
I was
if you
gonna
put in
ask.
promo
I was
code
You
gonna
do
ask.
have to
TBASHLIVE,
sign up for the
absolutely.
text messages, but you can unsubscribe. But yeah, a little hack right there.
That's right.
Wow.
You didn't hear that from us, okay?
Are they going to be doing the twisted tea mugs this year?
you betcha they
You read
are.
our minds.
Wow.
We just talked to Brad in marketing, and we should be seeing a few of those earlier
my
than
God.
expected.
No, that's lucky. That's great. First
Yeah.
look. The
This
Time for the
exclusive.
holidays, yeah.
I'm not trying to tip what we're going to do for the prize for the freestyle or for people sending in their sounds for our music contest, but I'm just going to say, what is rap music other than taking sounds and twisting them up
That's what, oh my
into a
God, that's
tea.
great.
Oh, wow.
and
That
bringing
is
them
beautiful.
back for you and for me? I think, you'll be seeing some of these in your stocking.
Unreal. Well, okay, guys, before we wrap up, can everyone take their first pick ever? That's J for you, R for me, which is the Sam. I picked Sam Adams as my favorite one, guys.
Yep, you're a classic Sammy
Jeez,
boy.
I'm a classic boy. Just one. Let's take one more rip and a cheers to you guys ever. Thank you so much
Cheers. Thank y'all
for
for
coming
having
on the
me.
show.
Oh, thanks for being here.
Ever. Ooh. Is there anything specifically that our listeners need to check out? Anything you got coming down the pipeline that you're excited about? Anything you want to plug?
You guys did a great job at plugging y'all gay pod. It's something that I started with my best friend, Allie Clayton. We're both from the South. There is no agenda on this podcast. It is just us shooting the shit. And you're going to find out some things about Allie. She grew up with lions and tigers, kind of like Tiger King.
Oh, shit.
There is a video on, I don't mean to brag, but I almost blew up my parents' house last Christmas. And that can be found on my Instagram or my Twitter at EVER MAINARD. And TikTok won't let me post it. I'm so close to going viral. And then as
Do
soon
you
as
get
it
shadow
goes-
banned or something? What's the deal?
Well, because it's okay. So I'll tell you what it is. I have a series with my mom called Not an Issue. And all we do is scream back it's an issue or it's not an issue. My mother always has an issue. I don't. And we will we do public. We get pretty loud and rowdy in public. It's kind of like hidden camera.
Love this.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Last Christmas, I was home And I said, Mom, I want to do this issue because we were just elevating them.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I want to start the fire pit. Like there's like a nice fire you can sit around, and I'll put some gas on it, and it's just like a big boom, and it'll die down. That's what I was saying. I don't know why I would think it would just go out. So instead, I start this fire. My mom comes out, and all day she's like, please don't do that. It's a bad idea. I don't think you should do that. I was like, it's fine, Mom. Should have prepped the water hose. I douse.
You had no
Like,
hose on
You want-
standby?
You want sand
No
in that
hose.
instance, actually.
Well, thank you
Okay,
so
go
much. I
ahead.
know that now thanks to the internet and the insane amount of comments. Because water will
You need
spread the
sand.
fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Suffocate it. It lights fire up to the gas can, and I'm panicking and I'm running, and it's pouring out. I'm like so lucky it didn't explode in my hands. It's in the most insane video, but TikTok won't put it up because it says I'm like encouraging self-harm. But I guess it's
survived.
fun.
And the
Um,
algorithm knows that?
Yeah.
Sneaky.
I feel like your
Sneaky,
mom reported you.
Yeah, my mom.
Issue.
Honestly, like I think about, I can't believe I'm talking about this. I'm so exhausted. I'm in my mid 30s. Why am I talking about social media? But we get it. It's the industry, baby.
It's the industry, baby.
It's the industry, baby. But if you want to just have a nice psychotic laugh, you can check that out. A lot of shows always in Los Angeles. Hoping to start a tour soon, which is exciting. And working on a nice short film with Courtney Carwall. So
Sweet.
Awesome.
yeah, very fun.
All right, well, everyone follow Ever Maynard. We got your handle scrolling right
you
down
so
there
much.
on the bottom.
At
Appreciate
Ever
that.
Maynard for our audio listeners. Do that. Check out that video. Watch out for those tour dates.
And
Yeah.
I think that's it. Jojo, do you got anything?
Absolutely not.
Love
I'm going
it.
to drink
All
the
right.
rest of this beer and try to fall asleep.
All right,
Oh,
gang.
lovely.
Ever, thank you so much, gang.
thank
We
you
will
for
see you
having me.
next
Oh my gosh, you're a pleasure and a
week.
treasure.
And last but not least, Jojo, you ready?
I'm ready.
Go fuck
Go
yourself.
fuck yourself.